Welcome back, guys. Hey, I got a new tool here that I typically don't dive into. I typically don't go looking for these type of tools on the marketplace. But in my specific case, this tool actually serves and can potentially serve a purpose, um, and maybe for some of you guys as well, depending on your skill set or even the frequency of which you use a ratchet. Um, a ratchet like this might actually work out for you guys as well. So what I'm talking about is what I have here is the Starwork 3-in-1 72 tooth quick release ratchet with 1/4, 3/8, and ½ inch drive. Sorry guys, that is literally the name of it when you look it up on Amazon. So the quick release refers to this piece up here. The button here, the directional change button or lever, allows you to obviously change the direction of either tightening or loosening fasteners. But as you depress or press on here, it actually really allows you to remove the drive itself. So in this case, we currently have the 3/8 drive inserted, and it slides right back in. What keeps this in place is actually a pretty unique system. As you see here, as you press, you can see, right, this arm that retracts and holds on. That is the only thing that holds this in place. So as you look, see this collar right here? This collar is what actually drops into that spot and holds it in place. And that taper allows it to slide up in there. So that holds it in place, guys. Is that super firm? You can see there, right? It's got a fair amount of wobble. Actually, if you throw a socket on there as well, you can see the amount of play is pretty substantial. So jumping into one of the downfalls of this product is the fact that there is no stability in the head, or it's limited stability. So if you try to really put a lot of power onto this, I imagine with time, this will start to weaken. It is also actually fairly tight tolerances, so I imagine dirt will get inside here and make a mess of this. So, is it a great system? All right, it's not even locking in right now. There you go. Is it a great system? There you go. It's locked. Not necessarily, but it is an interesting system. Do I love that this all up here is plastic? No. Right, this little piece of what I thought was metal is actually plastic. So not super durable, not long-term use. But guys, given its price point, and given for me, the purpose of this tool was to put it either in my wife's car or one of our extra vehicles as a backup tool, right? So I'm gonna throw inside there that will do what it needs to do. And to show you guys, so right, so now we've seen 3/8 drive. How you access the other drives is actually in the handle. So here, where it says push, you push, and then you slide it open. Inside, you'll find access to the 1/4 inch drive, as well as the ½ inch drive. And everything actually looks pretty decent on these drives. These appear to be chrome vanadium with like a phosphate finish to them. Yeah, no complaints there. So we'll close this up actually and let you guys see. Obviously, these can attach and hold on as such, right? So they do a good job holding. You can switch in between rather quickly. Of course, there we go. It attaches, it holds. Run the 1/4 inch drive. Run the ½ inch drive. And I would think for this tool, I think a strong point for it might be, right, if you're trying to get a lug nut off, right, you're able to put your ½ inch drive on there, throw your socket on, and get a lug nut off. You also have steel throughout, although if you look inside once again, it does not go straight through. It is only on the sides that you see that steel. So you could potentially put a cheater bar on there and have it torque or remove a bolt. But I think for you professional guys using tools on the regular in your shops or even at home, this would not be a tool that I would use excessively. Maybe inside your house for smaller tasks, but when you really start to put the the beans on a fastener. This is not a tool that I would want to pick as my first choice. So construction wise, obviously we know about the quick release. This handle has a 15-degree offset, and in the description they explain that's the reason for clearing your knuckles. Uh, I could go without that, honestly. It's not that big of a deal, but maybe if you are working on removing a lug nut and you don't want to throw an extension on there to give yourself even more of a wobble, I get that. That might be a perk to go that direction. So, um, 72 tooth design. I mean, it's got a nice amount of teeth inside there. It's got a 5-degree arc swing, so very nice as well. And inside here, when you remove this, so you guys might be wondering, well, what is this dimension? This is actually a 19 millimeter. So if you want to turn it into a 19 millimeter ratchet, perfect example right there. Also, if you want to use a 19 millimeter wrench on the end of this, you could go that route as well. You put it on the end and use it as a separate wrench. So it gives you the additional use of these drives. You don't have to limit yourself to just the Starwork product. So diving in, also I wanted to see what the pawl design looks like. Right? Is it a single pawl? Is it a dual pawl? Is it a nice construction? Is it not? Let's take a quick look, guys. Oh, perfect. That is actually a single pawl design. Could probably use a little bit more lube inside there, but functionality wise, yeah, it looks great. Looks like it engages most of those. That's probably about a dozen teeth in there. So made in Taiwan. That's the other feature that I liked about it when I purchased it. I prefer to pick up Taiwanese built products versus the Chinese counterparts. So they tend to, especially when it comes to the mechanism in the head, it tends to be a better design and made of better steel. The website claims that it's made out of two types of steels, alloy steel and then also your chrome vanadium steel, which I am a fan of the chrome vanadium, especially if it's from Taiwan. And then purchasing wise, Amazon. So I purchased this on Amazon for $4 shipped to my house. Now think about that, $4. That is cheap. And for me to have a throwaway tool that I could throw in my vehicle, $4 is a price point I could deal with. It does vary depending on sales. It can go up to $20, but keep your eyes out. If it's $4 or somewhere in between, it may be worth your time. Now, all in all, this whole product comes in at about 14 ounces in weight. And the part number for this Starwork 3-in-1 quick release tool is 234201. So, good tool. And actually, I'm going to show you real quick. It actually mimics another set that I gave my wife for her vehicle. As you can see here, this is the Cobalt, part number 87792. And it does the exact same thing. Removes, right? Has the same design in the head, same plastic. Even the button, the push button, is exactly the same. So if you're stuck in between the two, I think the Cobalt is still, you can still order. I've had this one for several years, but I think you can still order this. It comes with all the sockets that you guys will need. Maybe I'll do another video, let you guys see what this one looks like. But this one obviously costs quite a bit more because you're buying a whole set. But for $4, guys, Starwork, I mean, you get to carry all of your drives in the handle, throw it in your car, forget about it. You have an emergency. I mean, I've played with it a little bit. It seems to be rugged enough to do what you need it to do. So, anyway, so guys, thanks for joining. Please like and subscribe. We'll talk to you soon.